Okay, it seems like we are back. Oh man, that's a that's a that's a mess, man. Probably have to readjust the. Yeah, that sucks. But at least we are back now. It seems. I'm going to readjust the Facebook post. Hopefully, the live chat was actually on time. Okay. Let's see if it actually leads me to the correct links. Okay. It seems like we're settled. Sorry about that. Network connections. Okay. Let's continue then. So the picks are already being decided, right? I honestly have to actually watch the actual clean feeds by the MLBB as well. I'm not sure yet if the match actually kicks off. Huh? Clean feed, maybe not. But with that being said, though, I think it's very much valuable that like at least we can get up the sort of like a quality pick tier. So I think that Solix they managed to pick solidly, especially with all of the like communications here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. But that's probably gonna be what we are settled on for now. While we waited 10 minutes more. So let's see for this game, right? Jerry against 33. A showdown straight up. So okay, actually Solix actually went ahead in the kill though. Okay. So King of Gamers against Solix while we're still waiting for other stuff. Okay. Vector. So right now, Kimi actually being played by now, so he's probably gonna have to face up against both Moss as well as Farsa by Mimax. But 33, of course, yeah, as ever. Jeez. A waft off over there. But yeah, that can be between the two, right? Between 33 and also by Sherry. I think that's gonna be the case. Okay, Sherry. Probably right now with only Ionic Edge to spend, like he's not gonna be that big of a damage to 33's Alice. But I love to see how they would be able to actually like deal with like the minion waves in order to do a rotation and provide support. Hugo, try to be on the forefront. Hugo this time I'm gonna go with Khalid, of course. So it was as I mentioned, like in the last live that when we see a lot of when we see that Hugo being a transitioning player from another mobile titles, he's probably gonna just pick top with the meta heroes, right? Because it's a more normal ban picks. There's a chance that he can repeat the same heroes twice in 2 game series. So yeah, I think it makes sense. Okay, the first turtle spawn, King of Gamers with the first to it. Moss trying to find some targets, setting up his play for Hugo. Mimax with a Feather Air Strike, first blood for Solix. And now, Mimax as well, Sherry claiming Kaizen. But meanwhile, he's taking out Spectres already, so now his 2 against 1 Solix is in the lead. And the turtle has yet to be sieged. Okay. Interesting opening. Hugo's probably have to readjust his timing in order to like reclaim that influences. King of Gamers and 33 straight up. They're gonna try to trying to secure the turtle first and foremost, obviously. But then, yeah, as well. I think they try to find a way to hold off because otherwise, without them claiming this turtle, I think they better have some. They better have some other maneuvers that they're trying to push off right now. But Moss caught onto 2 straight up with, of course, Mazel. And now he's just trying to rotate it around. Oh man, this camera, he keep contacting onto Moss. But yeah, Moss gonna find Kaizen maybe. But then right into the outbushes as another minion waves coming right in. 33. He's just trying to do a split push right now. So 3 from Solix are now stacking right here. They might fire onto Hugo once again. At least he has Sandwalk. But yeah. Oh, would he get caught onto Hugo though? Oh, and Irithel by Payen probably now going to find the outer turrets. But Hugo got picked off once again and finishing off by B Marks. Feather Air strikes Angelina. Okay, Hugo. I didn't get to watch this match yet, but like I didn't expect Hugo to get caught off like this. Payen flank in double team over here, and it would be Spectre to get that tally for by Solix. Oh, I don't think anyone got this in their prediction though. Sherry will be the only ones. He already found the info that 3 for King of Gamers are now snacking into their half of the jungles and maybe invades the buff even. 33. Trying to use Alice, make it first to the minion waves, but the contest between him and Sherry, of course, going to be the one to look out for, because what it means is who would be the next one, who would be the first to make it to the rotation. Feather Air Strikes already being expensed by Me Marks. This time didn't finish off with the kill. Another turtle was going to be spawned soon, while the first one already being claimed by Spectre. I'm gonna keep watching on the clean feed for the second day, maybe. Let me see. We're 5 minutes in, so of course I'm gonna try to make it quick. But yeah, basically, Moss trying to hijack that turtle, not in time. KSN already claiming it for King of Gamers, and they would disengage instantly. But now 3 of them rotating out to the mid lane here. Fifth Airstrike already being expensed by Me Marks. Oh, I was I tripping? Okay, this is better. Spectre, of course, I think that so far they managed to get the result in terms of like the kill scoring for Solix, and also I think also the map influences as well. Hugo, I think, still needs to find his footing. He's now lost to death already. Hugo, okay, at least he found Moss, but like it's gonna be like the top in between the two. Oh, a spam by Sherry. Nai is also a top player as well for Thai MLBB scenes. Lovely to see what he would be able to like contribute to this game as a Kimi. So Payen got chased down by Moss already with the CC, but okay, Xiao Xiao was a little bit too far behind, so they couldn't yet supply the damage. 33 and now against Jerry. Moss flanking right in, caught on the 33. Now still spamming it right into the L bushes. He knew exactly Sherry's rotation right now as the two managed to move and keep track of each other's positioning, right? But now constant pressure on the mid lane. Hugo and Nile probably need to find a way to pick off Xiao Xiao, because otherwise Sherry is going to keep on progression here. Me Marks, okay, for the airstrike, got caught on by Hugo now. But they're trying to flank right into the turret vicinities here. Got a lot of damage as well by Sherry, but alright, still managed to survive in time. Oh, Hugo couldn't catch a break. Oh, it seems like they caught onto Payen, still with the CC immune by 33, trying to support. And right in the middle of the commotion, Spectre got taken out first by Nile. Okay, started to be half a clap back by King of Gamers. Moss by himself. Okay, he's gonna try to figuring out a bit more, maybe swooping in, and Kaizen still with the turtle. And Moss, wow, all that damage got depleted by Hugo. Oh, and Kaizen with finishing him off. What a play that was. And for the airstrike, trying to keep now away from the minion waves contention. Oh, Solix. Probably, yeah, just gonna have to look through the Lord Siege, definitely. But otherwise, like Me Marks probably still gonna be the one on the forefront. The 33 coming in hot against for the airstrike once more. The positioning here, he got flanked by 33. Uh-oh. Me Marks is in a bit of a trouble. Sherry have to flanking in and covering out for him. Moss trying to chasing down Hugo once more, but now he couldn't commit to it as much. And now, of course, with Kimmy gonna apply that constant damage, right? So that's gonna keep, at the very least, gonna keep 33 safe. But now he's got flanked by Sherry, Chao Chao, and Mimax right behind him. Vlth Airstrike has yet to be online. Kaysen supplying the damage as well as Hugo flanking in from Moss, bringing another fight from 2 into 1. And this is how Moss, of course, he can cut off Hugo time after time, right? But then the question is, like, how much can Hugo actually manage to be of an influence to the team? This is a clean feed for day number 2. And now he's going to try to commit it to this team fight. Maybe since right now the outer turrets on the bottom lanes are now gone by Solix. At least like King of Gamers that can actually convince that the next turtle can be, sorry, the next slot can potentially like be very much contributing to their progressions. Right now they're 2k in the goal advantages. Vlth Airstrike once more. Oh, okay. Cutting on to Hugo. Then we're having another promotions here. Moss once again cut onto Hugo. Chao Chao couldn't swoop right in time. To be fair, 33 and now is also not that far behind, but yeah, he still need to adjust, like when it's come to his capabilities, you know, his understanding of Khalid's capabilities in order to tank the damage, or how much he can afford to get picked off by Moss like that. That has been pretty much disruptive for Hugo's rotation cycle as well. Sherry got dive right in, Kaysen right behind him. As a chase down first, AOG right now expends all of that damage onto this Evolved Lord. Sherry is already right behind him. Okay, flanking in, Vlth Airstrike already coming in onwards as Solix zoning out the area right on top, moving in, trying to take the Sherry out of the opportunity, not gonna let that happen. Hugo as well, right from behind Spencer, already with the Lord being secure, and King of Gamers have to punish him with this 2 kills. Oh, nicely timed play by Solix there. Let's see the clean feed once again. I believe that it should be ready now. Okay, yeah, we are back now, so probably gonna have to drop this game by now. But yeah, we're about to move right back into the actual live. Okay, the actual live of the current ongoing MSL Thailand matches, which is going to be between Arena against Vlth. So okay, 1 second. That's it. Moving in, clean feed. Down onto the clean feed here to put it up. And probably, yeah, there we go. Let me switch the screen right back to it. Here we are. Another matches for MSL Thailand. Okay, so the first 2 matches was like a whole matchup between like either Thais or Lao teams, right? But now, yeah. Second matches, of course, Tenacity against Solix. Tenacity managed to secure their first win in MSL. Great reset for them. And now we are going to go up against Arena. Let me share my post on the Facebook real quick while we wait. So the first ever match for Arena as well. They're going to go up against Vlth, who is honestly on such a great form following yesterday's victory over Hydra, right?
มเมนูอาหารสีชมพูนะคะต้อ
Of
งบ
course,
อก
we're
เล
gonna
ย
see
นะคะว่า
Coach
วันนี้
Mikasa
เนี่ยเดี๋ยวเรา
once
มา
more.
ดูนะคะ
I'm
ว่า
not sure
เฮ
if
ดเชฟ
like
คนนี้ของเรา
actually
นะคะจะมาพร้อม
the
กับ
players
แฟ้ม
has
สีเดิมหรือ
because
เปล่า
yesterday
และเขา
Mikasa
จะ
I think
เปิด
it's
มาแล้ว
because
สั่ง
it's his
เมนู
debut
อะไร
right a lot of
หรื
his
อ
friends who's
เขา
like
จะ
big
เอา
time streamers
เมนูอะไร
actually
มาปรุง
also
ให้
joined the
เรา
call
นะคะได้ชมกันบนเวทีนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวติดตามรอได้เลยนะคะแล้วก็เมื่อวานนี้แอบเห็นนะคะเรามีไฮไลท์อีกหนึ่งอย่างนะกับสาวๆนี่นะคะสาวๆนะคะวลีไทยวันนี้มีมานั่งสแตนบายกันรออยู่แล้วนะคะสำห
Yeah,
รับ
of course,
ใคร
gonna
ที่
have a
อยาก
lot of
จะเห็นนะคะ
support
ก็
here.
เดี๋ยวยังไงเนี่ยสามารถมาจอยกับเราได้นะคะแล้วก็รวมถึงนะคะกองเชียร์ของอีกฝั่งหนึ่งนะคะกระต่ายข้างของเรานะคะแอบเห็นก็มีสาวๆสวยๆเหมือนกันนะคะเดี๋ยวยังไงวันนี้เนี่ยก็ให้ทั้งสองทีมนะคะ enjoy กันได้เลย
So
ค่ะ
of course
แต่อีก
we
สาม
want
ท่าน
both
นะคะ
teams
ที่
to
อยากจะ
enjoy.
เห็นนะคะว่าสาวสวยนะคะที่เขาบอกว่านั่งอยู่ด้านหน้าเนี่ยมีใครบ้างแล้วก็อยากจะเห็นมากเลยสาวๆนะคะเชื่อว่าเขา น่าจะนะคะรอ
Okay,
กัน
of
อยู่
course,
แล้วนะคะ
like
เดี๋ยวช่วง
they
นี้
they're
ขอ
trying to
ส่
like
งต่อ
buy
ให้กับ
time as well, but
สาว
of
หนุ่ม
course,
แคสเซิล
right now we're about to kick off the next
ค่ะ
match, right, with E Arenas against Vlth. E Arenas is good. This is going to be their debut. Really love to see what they can bring to the tables, especially like because they are blends of like the Thai players along with the Filipinos players. Porza photobombing them from behind. All right. I'm gonna keep like trying to find a ways for people to like getting access to this live streams. All right, but yeah, so far I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Entertaining matches all around, and lovely to see how people actually can step up. You know, we seeing the storylines from the dominating players, the OG, the veterans, like already dominating the plays. We're seeing the young and upcoming talents whom like just step up, right, and trying to fix their mistakes, improve upon themselves, and manage to secure the result. That's also lovely to see. So yeah, I think that we've got a lot more to look forward to. I'm probably gonna stay around for this match as the last one for the streams. Okay. So right now it's gonna be E Arenas against Vlth. I want to see the prediction from the casters. So I'm still like to see how E Arena can actually perform. I mean, of course, I think there's no doubt about their Filipinos talents in two players and the coach, but then there are three Thai players now. That's what I want to see. I mean, at the release they got Nuzen. No, not Nuzen. Sorry. They have Peachy, right? Peachy and also Nuzen. So those three can be quite helpful and also very much adaptable when it's come to trying to step up, especially in sort of the team performances. And now Buriram's against one. Tenacity, maybe. Yeah, Tenacity is already claiming their first game. Bacon Time as well. For full sense, I mean, yeah, yesterday they lost against Bacon Time in a reverse sweep, 1-2. With that said, I still think like their performances is not that alarming, right? I mean, they got their first game, they almost finishing it off 2-0, 2-0, if not for like a plunder at like the base. I like the base siege. Okay. I want to improve. I'm pretty sure Thai teams can make it to the global stage. Back in the days, there were such a limited MLBB competitions, right? But now with an official league here in Thailand, it's a great opportunity. I found a lot of players and teams being played here, but yeah, lovely to see how like a lot of my friends picking out MLBB as well. Pardon me. Coming right back up, E Arena it is. Let's see how they actually gonna perform this time. I mean, come on, they got a lot of experience here, of course. I mean, Mijizi and Wraith, I think, can be a great addition to the team. I expect a lot from them, you know, in terms of like the team progressions. But they also like they announced their rosters very early, so I think that yeah, we can expect a lot from their performance and also team cohesions. All right, and then we have Vlth. Just such a grand performances from yesterday matches, so lovely to see for them. Vlth Esports coming right up. Gale, of course, this time he's gonna try to flank around here with Linksy once more, and also Katinaru. Gale already claiming the first savage for Vlth from yesterday, so I think a lot of teams gonna be on the lookout for him. Of course. Oh, the coach one more. Mikasa. Today he's gonna bring on the suit. I'm not sure if that's tried to like actually like clap on with Coach Dart as well. But yeah, so far it's been great. Actually, does it actually like capturing my audio output here, or is there like no audio at all? Hopefully it's the latter case. But yeah, basically both teams are trying to get in their positions right now. Let's see, MSL Thailand Season 1. The Valley Thai lineups already Gao, the gold laner, is the one to look out for. Linksy as well. They have a lot of experienced MLBB players. So with the addition of Sha James and Nicholas, like that's gonna like pay back for them beautifully. And now E Arena as well. Wraith, Mijizi, Pishi, Nuzen, and Hanegas. Yeah, three of the Thai players here are gonna move over from another MOBA game. But in case of Mijizi and Wraith, both of these two players are already in PH so they're already in Philippines like systems. So yeah, I really much look forward to see how this one gonna play out for them. Okay. Interesting interview. This is Pishi. I'm from E Arena. I'm quite pressured. Is this my first game after all? I'm Katinaru from Vlth. We just want to execute our game plan as we have practiced. Okay. Wait for bantering there, but overall, I think both teams are still trying to be modest here. Vlth, as beautiful as their performances from the last two games, I still don't expect them to get ahead of themselves that much. You know, just trying to take it game by game. Believe me, and it's gonna pay out well for them. Get ahead of themselves that much. You know, just trying to take. Okay, so that would be it. E Arena, their first ever MSL Thailand matches, going up against Vlth, whom is already probably on a hot seat, right after they managed to like perform in such a dominating fashion against Hydra in yesterday's game. Another redeem code for you guys. Apart from that, of course, it's going to be three main players as it takes. And of course, Gale, probably the star of Vlth right now, the Lao gold laner. Formerly played for 189 Esports as well, make it to the finals of Laos National Championship in 2025. So yeah, lovely to see, lovely to hear about that. Let me check the link once more. Let's see if it actually leads us to the correct one. Okay, lovely. I mean, as of now, probably the best course of action in order to go up against Vlth for arenas would be either to trying to put pressures onto Gal right in the early games, but that also means that they're probably gonna have to like banning out a lot of the goal laners options for him because Gal's Granger from yesterday games, my days, so dangerous. Dangerous grass, mentioning dangerous grass. Random map draws is gonna be the case here for today's match. Arenas against Vlth. Alright, let's see. Fanny's already being instant banned by Vlth side, who's gonna be the first pick. So yeah, probably gonna try to keep Majesty's away from him. Like, I'm not sure if there's any other deeper insight about who would be like Majesty's main heroes, but like as of now, trying to keep an actual meta heroes, or maybe a typical meta heroes, you know, where Vlth is probably, or arenas Majesty's probably have a chance to masters already, like Fanny is, I think, like a great blind banned pick. And Drusin, of course, being banned by arena side as well. So it's typical by this point, you know, it's quite, I would say it's quite pinnacle how much it matters, you know, in order to claim Drusin first, in order to get rid of the options for them to interrupt the front lines for arenas. But that also kind of signifies that they're probably gonna be the one to, they're gonna looking for a tanking unit as well. But with that being said, I still think Vlth go for Eve right now. It's not random, but I think in terms of directions, what they're trying to narrow down the options for Vlth, yeah, that's still, oh man, they're spreading all the yeah, they're spreading all the options in each lanes right now. One jungler, one mid laner, one gold laner. Maybe they have like the actual specifics of what heroes that each of arenas actually played. Okay, but right now, Phobius to shut down the first ban pick, ban phase. And we head right into first pick by Vlth. Possibly they might go with the gold laner straight away though. I'm have like this gut feelings. Nicholas. Let's see if there's going to go on to anyone here. That is what being talked about a lot yesterday. Mikasa's folders there. I'm not sure if today he have all his friends streamers still like coming in to help him as well. Marcel as a first picked. So a roamer for Shah James, or no, or yeah, it's hard to tell. It's a bit hard to tell. But up to this point, I think that, yeah, people can actually look forward to this one. Let me help tap myself up for a minute. But yeah, so far, oh, Valentina and Harley straight up. Okay, so that makes sense in terms of how Vlth is probably trying to create a setup for them in order to like kind of developing onto like a big team fights where they're trying to look for an impactful ultimate, right? So Valentina just sort of like, there's, especially this early in the pick phase, they're probably gonna keep Vlth like always second guessing their next pick, if ever it's gonna be like an impactful ultimate heroes in order to set up their team fights. What are the options here for them? But of course, like they already got Harley, so probably that's gonna be the pick from Majeezy. Caddy Haru and Linksy, two picks that will be Bastia and Kimi. I'm not a fan of Bastia jungle, but like I'm not sure why Vlth chose to go with that though. Like Katinaru is it Kathy Naru who plays jungle? But yeah. To be fair, glue as well by Arena. So yeah, I expect a lot in terms of the drafting phase by Coach Dart. He's probably having one of the highest profiles in the coaching, for MSL Thailand. But it's come to like his time coaching in Team Liquid PH Academy. I think like that changes a lot. That means a lot. Okay, let's see another ban phase. Claude already being banned by E Arena, so of course shutting down the gold laner options for them. For Vlth, there's a chances that because actually, if I remember correctly, like Vlth is gonna get like a double pick in the next pick phase, right? So yeah, I think Granger. I was about to say probably right now they're trying to respect ban Gao. Claude and Granger is already gone as well. Lovely to see how this one would goes. E Arena is also one of like the top Thai esport orgs as well. I mean, if you're considering like their accomplishments and also their way of administrations, the way that they manage their teams, along with the academy systems, it means a lot. Okay, Uranus being banned already by Valley Thai. The last one they probably rotated back to I was about to say they would try to rotate it back to XP laning, maybe try to double down on that, but why did they choose to look out that much? They probably keep their eyes on Wraith. That would be my guess. Yisun Shin's picked. Ooh, okay, great pick over there potentially for Nuzane. But the final two picks by Gao and Shah James. Who would be his gold laner though? His marksman for Gao. He's already using hmm. What other choices left for marksman? Irithel, Bruno. Probably not gonna be that much strays ahead. For Gao, I'm quite confident in Gao's like hero pools. Harith it is, okay. A big shift from Granger though, not gonna lie, but at least he still got him with Black Dragon farms from Yizong as well. So yeah, a lot of disruptions into the front line of E arenas, especially with Marcel and Totos Persons from Basia. So yeah, just basically for Valitai, keep locking out Kimi and Harith away from the danger air zone, right? So XP lane would be Alice, which Ray's gonna grab right into it. Makes sense though. Sora as well. Last 5 seconds into E Arena's first match. I'd love to see how they would perform. Mijisi and Wraith. But in Dangerous Grass was the map draw though. Okay. All of them using Flicker as well. So they're trying to find a way to hook out onto him. Pretty tight esport by Gao already finding his way into it. Okay, this time with Harith probably has to, instead of their Sonata, he would have to time his Chrono Dash into the gameplay here. But of course, it'd be a showdown between Mijizi, who's going to pick out Harley, as well as Katinaru, with this time being Basia. And I guess it's also quite on low HP here. Really ties doing a great job of trying to like dominate the mid lane in the early games. PG fighting out onto him. Try to invade the jungle objectives. Mijisi is not gonna let that slide, but choose to disengage first. Oh, and now a lot of emphasis and also pressure on the mid lanes here. They'll be flanked on by Char James, caught on over there by Hanekas. A lot of HP being depleted. Katinaru would claim the first blood for Vlth. All right, he got caught off guard there, Hanekas. Glue has yet to progress onto the late games here, so of course it's still the competitions to look out for. Now, two from arenas have to stick around together. I love to see the coordinating plays by Wraith and Mejizi as well. I'm seeing Harley trying to rotate and help supporting Yi Sun Shin by Nusen at the top lane. Char James trying to find Hanekas once more, depleting his HP. Peaches has to flank in for support. Mejizi right at the edge of Albush. Another minion waves clash and openings that Mejizi is going to need. Help them making times for the minion waves clearance. But then the first turtle being born. Vlth is on site. Hanekas swooping right in. He was about to time in glue skills in order to claim that one as well, but now got caught by Marcel. And Hanekas is in big trouble. Peaches is still around trying to provide support as much as possible, but not going to be in time. Linksy finishing him off. Oh, Hanekas, he cannot catch a break here. They're going to try to swoop right in as well. Another chance for Vlth to invade the jungle buff. Hanekas, okay. Oh, he got caught on once again and diving right in with Katinaru as well. Once again, taking out Hanekas. This is a huge problem for E Arena right now. If they cannot still manage to keep Hanekas in the game, Glue's progression is not going to be enough to withstand and use split splat in order to disrupt Vlth's offensive plays. Oh, Wraith got knocked out by Nicholas. Showdown there. Katinaru claiming Mejizi once again. Let's see if Wraith would follow. But now they would disengage first. Meanwhile, Nuzen clapped back with taking out Gale as a first kill for E Arenas. At the very least, they can actually keep them at bay for now. But Vlth is probably gonna keep on being aggressive as well. Alright. Let's see this one. Hanekas, oh man, he's gonna get caught off once again. You have to watch out for Char James, okay? So at this point, I think that it's very crucial how arenas can actually manage to find an impact or value plays with glue by Hanekas, because otherwise he can only roam around and not have actually participating in any team fights, right? Nuzen, I think he have gap inside. Chrono Dash already being spent, might be the openings that Nuzen's gonna need, but now shows out against Nicholas as well. Wraith, his HP is not really that ready. He need another item to supply that and helps him to sustain himself in the fight. Vlth, Char James chasing out Hanekas. Oh man, it is possible that he got intimidated over there, Hanekas. But of course, Vlth taking the second turtles of this game. Oh, Pichi flanking from behind. Marcel's already on play here, but he's trying to zoning out the areas and picking Pichis, but not gonna be in time. Back Dragon Farm coming in from V-Zone as well for this engagement. Linksy trying to flank it from behind, supplying constant pressure as a Kimi. Oh, this maneuver again, trying to spin around for Linksy. Okay, Char James diving right to the turret vicinity, putting a lot of pressures onto Nuzen. Whoop, that's I think okay. Vlth is already claiming all the spots right within Arena's half of the jungle. But I think that at the very least Wraith can keep himself quite well against Nicholas, but couldn't let that scaling go any further than this, otherwise they're gonna lose another lane's dominance. Okay. The minion waves already hit the outer turrets on the top lanes here. Hanekas tried to stop it as well as Nuzen. Char James caught them with the CC once again, but not without his teammate to go in for the kill. Meanwhile, I believe that Harith, so that would be Gao, who managed to split push and taking out the turrets already. They're trying to flanking in, and Arenas is on the back foot there as they are rotating towards the bottom lanes. Okay, Shah James, I think that they might have found him, but of course not going to be able to invest onto this team fight yet. Commitments from Vlth onto this turtle. Shah James trying to flank in on the front line. As well, Nicholas with Black Dragon form, but got caught out straight up. Oh, this is caught onto his teammate though. Katinaru already securing the turtles already, and Nicholas will try to chase down Hannikus as Vlth invade right into Irina turf of their jungle side. Wraith as well as Hannikus, they're trying to split push right into here and trying to keep the pressure at bay, at least on the bottom lanes. But Vlth is their timing and rotations are just so on point. Nuzane flanking in with Peaches. They have to keep their dominance on the mid lane here. Their progressions are certainly behind here with 3Ks in goal differences. I think Basia by Katinaru trying to chasing him down as well. This is the progression that Basia definitely needs. Right now, his toy persona is going to be more deadly than ever, especially in the big team fights that Irina is going to try to commit. One kill seems to be gone. Shah James finally got caught off guard over there after that ambush checking. And I'm pretty sure that it's Nuzane who claims the kill. A fairly contested game so far. Both sides actually the scoring of the kills might go into Irina's favor, and of course the goal differences as well. But now Katinaru right in the middle of the commotions. Hannikus at the forefront, Wraith trying to supply damage from behind him. Lingxi and Gao right from behind. Salman Frost and Chrono Dash by Lingxi supply the damage to take out Hannikus. Black Dragon form coming in from V-Song as well by Nicholas and chopping the damage away from Wraith as Katinaru is trying to capitalize right in. Third song is already being capitalized on now. Pishi against Nicholas. A lot of damage being expensed over there. He have to diving right into the turret vicinity for safety. Alright then. Arenas, they at least managed to hold themselves off, but of course they get picked up once again by Hannikus. And right now, Vlth is of course is gonna try to assert their dominances by acquiring even more spaces into the jungle half from Arena's side. Now the next slot has now being spawned. It seems like that's not going to be what's on Vlth's mind as of now. They're looking for a fight at least on the top side of the jungles here. But Arenas, of course. Shah James chasing down onto Wraith. Peachy is not going to let his friend being bullied like that. Hannikus is going to flank right in for supports here on the mid lane. But of course, right now they're trying to clear the minion waves as fast as possible. They need to make time in order to get to the Lord first before Vlth. But now they're flanking it already. Peachy and Hannikus standing by at the ambush. Red is already picking on right to the 3 o'clocks of the Lords. But Shah James investing right in, caught onto Wraith. Katinaru and Lingxi zoning out the areas as Vlth now hit and opening on the Lord siege first. And now half of the Lord's HP already gone. Arenas couldn't find their way right into the Lord, and Katinaru will secure this one out for Vlth. Nicely timed play for them. Of course, with all the heroes progressions already for Vlth, right now they are on the advantageous sides, and Arenas just cannot find the right angle, even to aiming for a Lord steal. Okay, Hannikus, let's see what you're going to do. But right now, everyone is splitting pushed right in. Katinaru, his confidence is through the roof with the warp spam as well. Wraith trying to switch onto the mid lane here. Lingxi is going to find him instantly with Nicholas chiming right in. Got caught by Marcel right at there with Shah James utilities. But of course, that's going to be the safety that he needs. Buying time for the turrets. Mountain Shockers swooping in from a GCs to claim the kill for Arenas. Nicely timed there by Nuzane, but of course they have to rotate back here because their top lane is now in big trouble, losing already the outer and inner turrets. And also the protection waves for the inhibitor turrets as well. Katinaru flanking in between the outer and inner turrets there. And Kimmy by Lingxi would claiming out the outer one first. Simon Frost being expensed by Gare already. A red carpet for Arenas. As Vlth is trying to swooping in for another kill. Red half his HP already gone. Shah James caught him. Lingxi as well. Diverging his targets onwards to the bottom lane's inhibitor turrets instantly. Okay. this point they already lost the inner turrets as well. I was just wondering why are that. Yeah, but probably this is why. Just keep on forgetting that we actually have like an audio for that. But yeah, Gao, of course. Right now, their progressions are pretty much like ahead of Irina as well. Hanegus and Wraith. Okay. Let's see how Irina can perform a reset. They have yet to crack a turret. And now Shaje right in the middle of it, caught onto two, both Katinaru and Wraith. Another showdown incoming, but back dragon forms coming in from Nicholas is going to make it uneven. Irina choose to retreat for now. Mountain Shocker by Nuzain caught on to Gale for a little bit, but not enough to harm him that much. Vlth keeping themselves stable onto the L bushes in the middle of the river. BGC, the opening that they're gonna need, outer turrets on the top lane from Vlth are now gone. Let's see how much he can pull off with this case. Okay, BGC tries to blink in between the bushes, looking to gain more info on the whereabouts of Vlth. Hanegus claiming to assist to, I would say, trying to repent for his mistakes in the early games, but would that be enough though? Cha James and Katinaru, they can take this game at a bit slower pace, but of course, they're gonna want to assert their dominance in order to claim this lot as well. Hanegus is now managed to claim the correct position with being opened up the fight first by Cha James. 2 CCs coming in. Nicholas being right behind, staving off the threat here, and now Wraith is coming right inside as well as Black Dragon form, and Katinaru taking out the Lord first, and now Marcel's utility is already gone. Katinaru, we're trying to find another kill here with, of course, Gale. Salmon Frost already being opened up. Gale and Nicholas claims to Hanegus on the back foot. Cha James chasing him as well as Pishi got forcing in once again with another CC, but that is all the chase down that Vlth needs as they manage to invade another jungle buff from Irina's jungle side. Oh man, Vlth defying every expectations. Right now, inner turrets on the mid lane certainly gone. Gale. Oh man, they might go in for inhibitor turrets on the bottom lane. Wraith not gonna let that happen. But Vlth is very persistent. They're looking for the mid lane as well as another minion waves hit them. Cha James flanking in, zoning out Pishi. Katinaru receiving the damage instead by Hanegus getting picked off. But of course, that's set up by Marcel perfectly for Lindsay and Cha James and Nicholas to expend this damage. Oh, Mountain Shocker found into a body by Nuzain. Inhibitor turrets on the mid lane and bottom lane's already gone. Lords is also onto the base as well. Oh man, but Vlth choose to disengage first with GZ. Trying to opening up the visuals here, but of course Salmon Frost being expensed in order to invade the jungle buff instead. Nice play over here by Vlth. Irina can only do so much. They have to group themselves back up together here. But of course, now they're trying to rile them up with the warp spam as well. Now I believe that Arenas no longer have any other turrets left. So it's a big trouble for them in order to both defend their base as well as trying to assert their dominance into the half of the jungles. Katinaru make his presence known with shields from Barcias. Probably the best of Barcias performances in MSL Thailand so far. But yeah, that would be the case. Gale with this jungle objective once more. They're looking to cut off the minion waves from E-Arenas quite early. But then of course, for E-Arena's side, right now they're gonna need a lot of a regroup and also reset as well. It's this like a tumultuous task for them here, but of course, Gale expending a lot of damage here with Salmon Force and Chrono Dash. A great play by Gale to be the main jungle farmer as well. So I believe that he's easily gonna be the rich guy by the end of these streams. But of course, Pishi, Nuzain, and Wraith, they're gonna need a reset. Oh man, from the players camp, I don't see them communicate as much. Arenas. but hopefully they can resolve this. I'm looking to see their game plans on this one. This slot is a do or die for E Arena. Hanegas already getting infos that Vlth is opening on this slot. Shah James being a bit quite far away, trying to chasing down GZ at another side of the jungle. Hanegas. So probably they're trying to diverge the attentions there, GZ, but of course Garwood claims the kill. Oh, but then E Arena cannot find the angle to capitalize and commit to the Lord Siege either. So Salmon Frost once again by Gale. Now with the progressions to the level 15, that skill rotations, yes, would be deadly. Charge swooping right in. Caught two. Katinaru with Shield Unity. Lingxi and Gale ready swooping right in with Chrono Dash. First Hanegas tanking all of this damage. First split spat onto Katinaru, who's open up to the song right now. Mountain Shocker by Nusen caught on to nobody. But Lingxi at least trying to push another minion waves right in contest and diverge attentions away from E Arena's side. Oh, Lords coming right in at the mid lane here. And now Shield Unity caught onto two. Nicholas as well with the Black Dragon form and Salmon Frost opening right up by Gale, dashing right in, finding Peachy first for Gale. And Hanegas as well right in the middle here. It will be Nusen who got one back, but the base is gone. Vlth continue their dominances and hot form, taking game number 1. What a play that was. Giving them a lot of props here for in case of Vlth here. Oh man. What a play that was by, I would say, first Shah James. Easily the best performances for Parsia in Katinaru, and also the best Marcel performances by Shah James as well. I don't think that so far like Parsia Jungles has been that popular in terms of results for MSL Thailand, but yeah, Vlth defied all the expectations. Now they're one up against E Arena, a team with Filipinos talents as well. But yeah, in this case, Wraith committing to the fight with Salmon Frost already being open on a bit of a blunder there, to be honest. But then against Gale as well, Chrono Dash, yes. So the whole scaling, we're looking at like what? Easily 8k goal differences in the heroes progressions. And of course, Lord after Lord, it's only a matter of time before Vlth get this game. Last fight, they managed to devise out them into the micro fights quite well. We see Chrono Dash and also Salmon Frost set up by. Let me rewind it a bit. We see the be set up by Gale already, right? And what a play that was. Because we're seeing, I believe, Black Dragon form and also Shah James cutting on to another case of CC here as well. So yeah, Hanegas can only do so much. Gale and also Lingxi. Nobody can get access to Lingxi with this Kimi though. I think that's another major part here. Wraith, yeah, I mean he can focus on Shah James without accessing to Gale, so it's like double combo, right? Wombo combo here. Gale, and then behind him is Lingxi, but before that you gotta get past Shah James first, whom by already level 15, like with all the level progressions here, probably already creating a lot of buffers in terms of the HP and also defense progressions. Alright then. So Vlth claimed the first kill here. It would be very much so, I would say, just how it is that they managed to assert the dominances, you know. So that was right from the get-go. The MVP in this game actually go to Lingxi. I mean, of course, the being deathless is a huge plus, but I think it's his positioning to always staying behind Gale. So of course, Gale with Harith would already be enough to supply damage with Chrono Dash and Salmon Force, right? But then you also have Lingxi right behind him with Cammy constantly, and not to mention, I didn't even notice his traction pulse, but considering how much of a huge team fight it has been between the two teams, I think that yeah, it plays perfectly into their favors. Lingxi, yeah, if you look at the games here, Vlth just being more confident, and I think that yeah, maybe it has to do with E Arena this being their first game as well. But who would want to lose their first game here? So as it turns out, like when we assemble a squad, like somehow like it affect the team's like preparations and also traction pops that got caught on over there. I see now. That's what Hagas got caught on with. Nicholas got flanked in between tier 1 and tier 2 as well. Nicely timed as the outer turret on the bottom lane is gone. And then of course Mijizi, he can only do so much. I believe that his individual plays are quite brilliant as well. Like he can manage to solo kill out quite a lot of a fair share of players. But like, yeah, the progressions, especially, yeah, the one who have to do a lot of adjustment would probably be Hanegas, I have to admit. He got picked off way too early and also too often as well. So he cannot contribute to as much because his scaling for he's not even level, yeah, he's not level 15, so he's not even at the end game yet when you try to like, considering that his split splat might allow Irina to reset the tempos, but that would be it for this game. That his split splat might allow Irina. I think that the lighting start to get more contrast. I'm gonna see how it looks like on the streams real soon. But yeah, that's gonna be today's performances for them. Gal with 3 kills, not as assertive here, but everyone's just shared it on perfectly, especially with Lindsay, Katinaru, and Nicholas even. But I think that the one person we have to mention is gonna be Chad James Marcel. His performance has been quite impressive since yesterday's matches. I mean, understandably, they were up against Hydra, which is also like an not as experienced squad. They're also a team from the direct slot, so understandably, they haven't got like a competitive experience in as a single eliminations like Vlth did from the MSL Thailand Open qualifiers. But still, though, brilliant performances by Shah James, and I think that Gal can like take the ship off his shoulder a bit. He doesn't have to be like the star, the main damage dealers all the time. With this being case, like for this game in particular, it's gonna be Nicholas, right? But then Gal, of course, with all this farming, the Salmon Force and Chrono Dash combos, especially in the late games, help him secure the jungle buff very early on, both on Vlth side and on Arena side. Alright then. So that would be today's game. Let's see if it would be 2-0. Okay. Oh, I see that a lot of teams actually come out. So they actually solve like a boots for them as well. So just for you guys interested. So let me just devise it here. So here is the original Stolix rosters here, the IT City Bacon, right? Oh, they even got Bacon Times like banners in the back there, but I don't think that's relevant. But of course, yeah, Sherry 007X remix, Me Marks, and then also Moss. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this lady is also a part of the original IT City Bacon as well. So yeah, it's a lovely reunion, isn't it? And I think it's a great storyline as well for everyone. But yeah, that would be it. And for this game in particular, yeah, Vlth already claimed game number 1. Yeah, like in case that unless arenas have the adjustments, you know, the in-game adjustments, I don't think that like they can actually come back from this one. It could be 2-0. Vlth was just so dominant. I'm not gonna lie, but with that being said, like I trust in Mijizi and also Wraith capabilities and Coach Dart like tactical prowess as well. So arenas, let me just charge my camera real quick. Yeah, like I actually got to change my camera. This is actually my notebook webcam, which I hope is good enough for you guys. Great reset opportunities for arenas for Vlth. Here we go. it's almost a tradition by this point, right? You gotta have to, you gotta need the productions to sort of like switch their visuals for even for tiny bits towards all the beautiful ladies. But of course, like right now, I can see they are quite crowded here. A lot of, I think a lot of fans for Arena have a strong fan base here. Okay, they are huge esport orgs in Thailand. But yeah, in terms of their accomplishments, like of course they have a huge trophies won, but they might not be as consistent if you compare them to Bacon Time or Full Sense or Bacon Time Full Sense Bacon Time Full Sense Buriram. Sorry. But yeah, it's so in the major esport orgs in Thailand are quite major it out. So it's not any particular teams who dominate the rest of the leagues, right? And I think the same can be said for MSL, definitely. All right, E-Arena, a chance for them to do a reset. Another redeem code. Feel free to make use of it. I remember, I'm not sure if it's for TikTok or not, but like I also have my own. There's also like a code programs as well, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see how this one is gonna go out on. I'm more curious to see how Coach Dart would like adjust the game plan here, because like the whole chemistry, and I think also like the team communications between Thais and Filipinos, like I just realized something. Okay, so Full Sense lost yesterday against Bacon Time. Of course, it's both teams got Filipinos talent, so technically Full Sense lost. And I think another team with, let me check yesterday's schedules. I'm not convinced. It can be that the entire Filipino rosters for Thai teams actually lost. I refuse to believe that. South Thailand. Yeah, but then okay, yeah, probably that would be the only matches, right? Because then you got Solix against King of Gamers. King of Gamers, okay, they also secured the wins. I was about to say that, yeah, probably. At first, I was like, I'm convinced that, okay, yeah, we're talking about Thais and Filipinos playing together. I'm not so certain about the Thai players' English skills. I'm more than confident on the Filipinos' English, right? But then for the Thais, how are we supposed to communicate? What sort of like communication framework has to be established? You know, I think that's a huge part where everyone have to consider it. Drafting phase. All right, let's see. Random map draw these games. It would be Flying Crowd. So a lot of mobilities in order for them to access like the commotions, which more than likely is going to occur right at the river, right? So a chance for them to rotate, but then of course now Basia and Phobia already gone, as well as Mikasa for the Fanny. Yeah, I think I'm out of gas now, guys. Probably this is going to be my last game that I'm covering here. Probably going to have to keep our last match on the schedules here, which let me check out real quick whom it's going to be, okay? Yeah, basically I think that we're looking at the last match. I think it's going to be one team who already got the match game yesterday, right? Huh. So let me check out Facepalm real quick. But of course, Marcel, yeah, E-Arena is probably not going to let Shah James play that one again. Then you also have Phobius being banned as well as Basia. Okay, so straight up, 2 respect bans from the last match. Our last match is actually Full Sense against ACT. Oh, that would also be interesting. A bit pity that I'm not gonna be able to stay around and cover it, but at the very least, I hope, okay, I hope that we can actually like come back and revisit it sometimes later. Okay, Jusin, interestingly, being banned by Vlth this time as a third ban pick. But then, obviously, let's see, Harley once again from Jeezy. I mean, he can. I think it's not wrong for him to stay confident on Harley as a solo, as a hero to perform solo kills. I think that he performs quite well. The entire problem is probably going to be on Irina's instead. On the rest of the rosters, especially Shadem. Especially Hanegus. I really want to look forward onto how he can actually perform. And also, there's going to be a lot of revisits onto how Vlth can replicate their success in dominating the jungle spaces, especially across the river. Ooh, and they got Valentina and Hilda. Alright then, making Irina's having to second guess like their impactful ultimates from now on. And of course with Hilda, I think Katinaru, that's the fact that I've just said, right? Trying to maintain the pressure. And I think that apart from the first game that Chad James go with Marcel, I think Hilda would be a great choice, but of course she's gonna lack the CC capabilities. But of course Shu and Shu and also Farsa being picked there. PC is probably gonna take Farsa, but for Shu, it cannot be Shu jungler though, so possibly gonna be Hanegus picked. We'll see soon enough. Revisiting this one, the third pick for Vlth to closing it out. Last picked for the mid lane. No, they already got probably gold lane maybe. Just to get it out the way first and to not contest with okay, Guinevere it is. The setup that they were looking for. But now it's gonna be a problem about how can they access Farsa that PG is gonna pick. Second to pick here, they're probably trying to diverge it back and trying to like spread even out the risk. Okay, so probably one marksman, and maybe another tanky unit, because just in case Hilda is not enough. Alright, Uranus being banned. So right now there are out tanky options here with, of course, not only Phobius, Basia and Uranus, but I mean at this point, yeah, Vlth already got Hilda as a pivot for that, as an anchor when it comes to tankiness. Now the next question is, what would be Irina's options left now that Uranus is banned?
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
So Claude, okay, yeah, Irina's gonna try to zone out the gold laner for Gal. At this point, it's probably predictable, right? It's gonna be Claude and then Granger trying to keep Gal away. But at this point, maybe they can claim out Harith first. Of course, by Vlth's side. Okay, Kari. Last band picked by Vlth, trying to jumping into the mix with the marksman ban. Let's see if it's gonna be Granger. Let's see if they're gonna let that open up for Gal once again. unless it's gonna be a given at this point, and I'm not sure if Arenas want that. But in the case that they still got another chance to pick, then it's a different matters, right? But with them being the first pick, this is what they're gonna have to deal with, you know, with the counter picks coming from Vlth. Oh, Moskov. All right. Would it be Granger straight away? Otherwise, I think that Arenas might have picked it up if this pick by Vlth is not Granger. But am I fixated on the wrong places here? Are there any actually other position that people should focus on? Who would be like the XP laner for them though? Because Phobius is gone. Okay. We got another pool of hero as well for Vlth. Mikasa, as I mentioned, he's a former MOBA coaches, you know, for PC MOBA game. So yeah, he has that depth of knowledges, and we have to admit that when it comes to the complexity of a PC MOBA games compared to Mobile Legends, like he can dilute it down a lot in order to form like a game plans and tactics, or maybe even to applying the frameworks from his past or previous MOBA game to Mobile Legends, and that can help creating out like a protocols a lot. Yeah, and as I said, like if they're not picking, if Vlth chose to go with what? Okay, a bit obscure pick there. Granger, not so much a surprise as I mentioned, right? I mean, if you're looking at players with if they're not picking Granger, Scal definitely gonna claim him. But this point, maybe repeating Harith, not too bad of an option. Let me check real quick. Let's see how far he can make it impact with this hero picked. I'm not so worried about the rest of the in terms of damage output, but then Barats, how can he help set up plays for Wraith? Oh, as a mid laner, okay. And then maybe trying to find a way to hold him off as well, and maybe possibly Wraith like comfort picks, who knows? And of course, as I speculate, Scal is gonna repeat that Harith picked. Okay, I mean, fair play to both sides. I think we see a lot of adjustment by Arena. They're trying to make sure that they can disrupt and set the tempos instead of Vlth. So let's see how this one is going to unfold in the Land of Dawns for game number 2, the deciding one for Vlth indeed, and for Arenas, a one last chance to repent and to recorrect the mistakes. Hanekas and Pishi with the maneuver in the ambush, flanking in. This time he's Joe, so I think that we can rely way more on his damage scalings, right? Okay, Mijizi. Gotta be the latest to finishing farming these jungler objectives, but at the very least, Hanekas is gonna get chased into the bush right in front, right in the middle of the river. Char James and Linksy ganking up on Mijizi, half of his HP gone. Has to disengage. First, Hanekas not far behind from the action site, but now 3 from Vlth stacking into the ambush here. Katinaru trying to apply pressures onward. Pishi is trying to flanking right in, splitting his fight with Linksy, flanking in for Char James in front of Hanekas, knocked right up. Not gonna secure the first blood yet for Arena. Okay, Wraith. Very interesting what this Barat picks on the B right. Okay, trying to find support. Cutting on to the jungle objectives. Trying to look at this from the macro game perspective. Pishi caught on to Char James after a continuous pressure applied to Hanegus. Mijisi is not that far from the action side. Trying to use that blinking skill of his. Trying to find another angle for a fight entry. Vlth and Katinaru fighting Cha James. Another fight, major fight in the mid lane maybe? Okay. So the turtle is our spawn. Arenas are first to the site. But of course they're trying to divert their attention first as Rezong by Nicholas is getting pinned down by 2. Lot of HP being gone there, and Mijisi claiming the first blood for E Arena. Great adjustment by him, Mijisi, in order to claim this first blood. Wraith already towards the action, opening onto the turtles, but not yet committing all of his kits towards it. Mijisi got, oh sorry, Hanegus got caught on with the air strike. Katinaru is in big trouble, and another kill maybe. Oh, he managed to escape right on time. With the air strike by Lingxi as well by IMU ultimates to zoning out the area. Hanegus, a bit of a misplay over there, and that would allow Vlth to claim this turtle uncontested. Alright, Katinaru looking for another way in maybe. Showdown between him, Cha James. Oh, where the dragons already, and it would be Peachy with the feather air strike to finishing off Cha James. A lot more coordinated plays here between Peachy and Hanegus. Love to see it. Okay, Lingxi and Cha James already in position. They're probably going to check that ambush definitely, and Peachy would be the first to opening up the fight. Lingxi trying to diving in. Has yet to use IMU, but that has yet to be ready as well. So at this point, I think main targets for Lingxi's IMU is going to be, yeah, Fasa's Feather Air Strike, right? But then how much can they create an impact for another zoning areas for the Turtle Siege maybe? Because otherwise you cannot really rely on the damage output like that. Katinaru and Peachy with another Feather Air Strike to finishing him off. Alright, a great setup by way of the dragon first by Hanegus. He's way more confident this time around. Has yet to lose a death, and now he's already 2 assists up. Great play by E-Arena sides here. A lot of resets by them. Hanegus finding 2s in the outbush. Cha James and Lingxi. Peachy supplying damage as well, with Mijisi flanking in from another corners of the river. Minion waves clash. E-Arenas will be the first to the side. Another Turtles coming right up in 30 seconds. And it seems like Mijisi would be the first onto the side. They have Barats from Wraith also ready to supply right in as well. Okay, Cha James got caught in between them and Hanegus. Mijisi finishing off Nicholas first. Oh, and now man down by Vlth. Wraith just trying to be persistent. Got caught by Cha James. Mijisi's supply the damage. With the air strike by Lingxi as an IMU copy, but Hanegus right in between them. And then the original one by Peachy. A lot of damage being dispensed over there. But a kill has yet to be registered. But that clear all the damage and clear all the areas for the turtle by E-Arena size to claim. Wraith and Mijisi is already onwards. Play by him. Mijisi flanking in between the inner and outer turrets. Nicholas. Oh! Love to see it. Another warp spams here. Okay. I mean, at least Hanegus and they're trying to flanking in and also perform the same, but he got zoned out there. Hanegus is in a bit of a big trouble. Hidden turret vicinities or diving route right there, but of course Counter Dash from Gale supplying the damage. Taking out the turrets first, and also I believe IMU by Lingxi as well, maybe finishing off Hanegus over there. So Lingxi narrowly missed from him. So Mijisi this time being way more comfortable with his Harley picked. Also the team progressions. One thing to consider is now the outer turrets on the bottom lanes from both sides are now already gone, so that's opened up a lot of space and a lot of attention to come out for. We have the dragon right in front of there. Gale taking out Hanegus first, but Feather Air Strike supplying damage from Gale's Salmon Force. It would be Hanegus to fall Oh no, he's out to get back into the same rhythm. He can't afford to have that happens. Let's see this time if whether Hanegas would spiral into the same cases where he keep getting picked out, or if arenas can actually perform a reset. Right now, the goal advantages are now 2Ks or 1K, pardon me, in the front end. Shajam, of course, with Hanegas. Now let's see how far this one can go. Shajam trying to draw out. Right now he's still invisible, but I think Hanegas caught on to him. Linksy as well, trying to zoning out the area. Of course, now with the support from Gale, Harith, the Salmon Force will be deadly. MGC claims their second turtles for E-Arenas now. They are now almost 3Ks in goal differences. James, good call bit there. This might be a full series, though. I'm starting to see clearer and clearer pictures now. If E-Arenas can still hold themselves off in this manner. Okay, Shajam and Linksy. At least they still managed to secure the mid lane outer turrets quite well. But then, of course, like it's matter about how much you can actually convert, or actually how can you use it as an anchor to initiate a team fight in which Hanegas and also at this point, right, PC is gonna have a lot of capabilities here in order to dive right in. Pardon me. Of course, another games here. Shajam, let's see how much he can convert out of this one. This might be my last game though. I'll come back to update you guys on like the whole rosters here, but yeah, for now that would be it. Hanegas already by Wraith. Of course, Shajam got flanked right in. But now arenas are much more persistent here, so yeah, I love to see it. They're more confident, they have more means to sustain the damage, and also trying to find the backlines with PC's Feather Airstrike there. Have yet to see IMU by Linksy Valentinas being dispensed in order to like regain their advantages in such a manner. Wraith and Hussein's coming right up. Try to ensure that their jungle objectives not getting steal by Wraith. Feather Airstrike by Pichi. Once again, a lot of damage. Dish onto Katinaru. Outer turrets on the mid lane certainly gone now. Shajam trying to get on the forefront by Wraith. But of course, they're trying to save their life instead of the turrets. Flying Cloud, of course, allowing them to get back into actions quite quick. But really tight. Shajam is the first onto the side here, trying to zoning out the areas. Meanwhile, Lord HP's already being refilled. Back Dragon Form coming in from Nicholas, trying to fire Wraith here and caught him off guard. But of course, as a barrier still managed to sustain that damage here. And of course, Hanegas not far behind by him. I believe that his Way of the Dragon was about to be ready at any minutes now. And then of course for Wraith. Oh. Katinaru, maybe. Wraith got chased out by Linksy. He's been a bit of a numerical disadvantage there, but of course PC is ready to support with Feather Airstrike at any moment. Linksy also with IMUs already ready, locking on to Feather Airstrike. But like at this point, who would open it first? Who would find the better angles? And how would the damage actually being expensed on, right? Especially when you see it committing to a huge team fight like that. And now Linksy maybe to Hanegas. Okay. PC at least can starting to, when you are Farsa and you having this Feather Airstrike, right? You have a lot more safe space, so you're not gonna get picked off or get dived unless a thoroughly commitment by Vlth, and of course Charge this time got set up right to Feather Airstrike onto Feather Airstrike. Nicholas with the back dragon form chases out Hannikus. Mijisi taking out Charge first as a first kill for E Arenas here, and trade off by Vlth is not gonna occur because Hannikus managed to hold off himself quite well. That is the kill that we're talking about here. Charge as well, and also onwards to E Arena, right down to Wraith with the airstrike once more. Oh, nicely timed by that too, to ensure that Vlth is not in any bushes over there, but at the same time it's also being expensed in such a way that right now it might open up a chance for Vlth to commit to a team fight, especially with now the Lord being deployed onto the top lanes. Shah James, let's see. Ooh, it's okay. Wraith got caught onto him. Okay, Mijisi. I just realized something, that his Mijisi is like magicians or something, right? And him picking Harley, blinking right in, Nusen with another turret gone. And of course, Mijisi continuing to be a nuisance to Shah James. As a Hilda, he cannot just commit that much of a damage onto us. He cannot expect a kill in a solo fight like that. And now with much higher mobilities compared to Glue, Hannikus, which show would be able to secure a lot of a safe spot here. Peachy with Feather Airstrike right now onto it. The Lord already onto the Intimidator turrets on the top lane here. With half HP still in place. Katinaru tried to access an airborne Red Requiem's coming right inside, but he managed to sustain himself well for Hannikus. And Charge James tried to access it from the back line as well as back dragon form coming in from Nicholas, but Gale managed to finishing off one first, but Nusen pay back with Nicholas. And now chasing down Lingzi, not gonna be on time. 1 against 1, but now Inhibitor turrets on the top lane of the god. Feather Airstrike again, Feather Airstrike right now. Mijisi is still trying to dive in for Gale, Salmon Frost being expensed, and now Mijisi is right in front. Lingzi trying to dive in from behind, taking one as well as a reward. Alright then, Vlth make it 2 against 1 in order to try and even it out, right? Which makes sense. Oh my days. Got caught in the phones at just such a crucial moments. There are a lot of paybacks there by Vlth. So now the Lord is being expensed onto the top lane here. Katinaru can definitely deal with, oh maybe not. Yo. Okay, but Salmon Force and diving in by Hannikus as well. Inner turrets on the mid lane is already gone. Oh my days, this is I don't know why this reminds me so much of game number 2 against by Bacon Times against Full Sense. Like, damn. Okay, right now James and Vlth got all the momentums back right on. I'm seeing that there was a committed fight. They're trying to like pick out another inhibitor turrets on the mid lane and on the bottom lanes, right, for arenas, but then like, oh my days, a huge mistakes. Like IMU by Linksy managed to connect onto all of them. Like, it was such a nice positioning and maybe a default one at that point, right? But of course, Wraith trying to pick onto James maybe. The arena have to go for a reset. They cannot afford another mistakes. It has been very costly, especially on the mid lane there. Inhibitor turret is already gone. So Arena's trying to reclaim their positions into the jungles and potentially looking for ways to finishing off the base with this Lord maybe. I'm seeing them securing the areas here. James and Linksy and Katinaru walking in lines to it. James got caught on first. But now this position by Arenas zoning out the areas, they're trying to retreat. Hanagas tried to find an info, finding for from Vlth. Let's see how much can they convert out of this, right? Oh man, what if this is actually 2-0 though? I was so convinced that like Arenas actually have what it takes to equalize, and if that's so, like this stream gonna have to be ended way before. But like, okay. Lords are now evolved, and it seems like one has got caught there. It's Wraith, Nuzanes diving in for safety in under PG. James is through and through, diving inside as well. Now one got caught there by Requiem as well. Katinaru picking off mid GC as well as Nuzanes trading him off. But now Hanagas on such a low HP, dangerously low as well as James. They would disengage, but now it's another fight where the areas of the fight ended up in Vlth's favor. Linksy and Gals now claiming position back into Arena's jungle. Oh man, now it's the Evolved Lord. We're now approaching the 20 minutes. I think that right now, of course, Vlth, they cannot diverge their attention too much on trying to closing out this game, right? Because right now they lose the inhibitor turrets on the top lane already, and the middle lanes would certainly follow suit soon enough. Gal, okay, I think this is the time. Hanagas and Wraith, maybe they're still looking for Vlth's positioning and whereabouts. Nuzain right in around the area here. Katinaru and Nicholas finding on the 2. James splitting push over there with them. But now he's finding the positioning of Hanagas already. Wraith trying to opening on. Neither sides are looking to commit to this Lord just yet. They know it might be a death sentence, but the other side's already ready to dispense all the ultimates on. With now 10 ultimates being online here. The major round is going to be IMU against the Fatal Airstrike, obviously, who would get the better positionings. But now Vlth is trying to also invade into the jungle objectives here. This might be the dispositioning that Arenas need, but they're trying to punish it by focusing on James instead. Initiated by Wraith and Hanagas. James is right behind them. Oh, they cannot just keep being passive like this, Arenas. You have to consider that Vlth get a hold of the L bushes. Wraith, okay, I think this is going to be their commitment to the side. Unless this is the case, they're probably going to need to look to pick off any particular kills first. So Hanagas. Oh man, this sort of inactions. Who would solve it though? Okay, Nuzain against Hanagas. Arena's opening up the lodge now. James probably signaling his friends. They're probably going to come back and supply the damage now, especially Gal, but Chrono Dash just being expensive there. We're probably going to try to find another ways here, but BGZ supplying the damage, flanking onto 2. James already got caught on. Black Dragon Bomb coming in from James as well as Linksy got caught on over there. Gal taking out BGZ first with Saman Force coming in. Nicholas on the back line there and claim the double kill by Gal first. Nuzain clap back by taking out Nicholas. 2 against 1 here, and Arenas has to disengage first. Now Vlth's got all the positioning in order to claim this Evolved Lord. It might be the 2-0 after all. Wraith not gonna let that happen. Chrono Dash already being expended by Gal. He's onto him. Nuzain, oh no, Simon Frost being opening up once again. Nuzain has to disengage. PC with a fatal ass back to supply the damage out, but Wraith is in such a big trouble, and Gale with the monster kill diving through and through. Nuzain with the immortality, but got second by Gale. Kodo Dash not caught onto anything, but it would be Gale who shut him down with a double kill. Another brilliant performances from the loud gold laner Linksy finishing off PC as a wipe out disastrous for E Arena, and the Evolve Lord falls into Vlth's hands. Oh my days. Oh no. Right now, Vlth all is in their hands. Mijizi as the first to fall preemptively before that Lord Siege. He's probably gonna need to find a ways to save her as much as possible. But now the Lord's being deployed into the mid lane straight away. Vlth with all these numerical advantages. PC is probably gonna be out of actions before then, but Nuzain and Wraith would be the hope, the sliver of hope for E Arena. Okay, inhibitor turret's gone. Panickers on the forefront. Lord got his attentions there. Wraith trying to flank in from behind. Two of them gone. Charge with the immortality is already gone. Way of the Dragons coming in from Show. Nicholas finishing off with GC first. And there you go. 2-0. Vlth with a comeback. Making it 2-0. They are now 4 games up. Has yet to lose a game. What a play that was. Oh man. And look at the scene in the theater. Oh, disastrous by E Arena. They almost making it 1-1. They make an adjustment on the macro games and also on the tempos in which they're trying to make a fight initiations on the jungle side. Wow. 2-0 for another games. Of course, a link up here. Nice game by both sides there. Respect and respect. I believe that they're probably making acquaintances here by now as well, especially when you consider that they're probably like being together on the media days, maybe, or maybe they're going through a lot of the scrims here. Mikasa, of course. We can see here arenas. They're actually being very much advantages on here. And of course, PC nicely timed for the air strike, but I think it got disrupted. So this is a fight where Irina is starting to lose balance, and they have to stave off the invasions by Vlth split fights instead, and that's the main key points. So that's 2-0 after all. I'm probably gonna have to end the streams here. You know, I'll come back to cover our match number 4 here definitely soon enough.
ค่ะนะคะขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะคะสำหรับชัยชนะนะคะในการแข่งขันนะคะในรอบนี้เกมนี้ละกันนะคะอยากจะแนะนำตัวหน่อยค่ะชื่ออะไรกันบ้างคะตำแหน่งไหนเอ่ย
ชื่อแคตตี้นารุตำแหน่งจังเกิลจากทีมวลีไทยครับ
ค่ะ
ชื่อแก้วตำแหน่งโกเลียนจากทีมวลีไทยครับ
โอเคนะคะแล้วก็อยากจะทราบความรู้สึกแบบว่าสดๆร้อนๆเลยนะคะที่เราชนะมานะคะจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยเราชนะมาเมื่อวานด้วยนะคะแล้วก็เมื่อสักครู่นี้นะคะคือเราเก็บไป2แต้มเลยนะคะรู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะกับ2แต้มนี้
How do you feel?
รู้สึกดีใจแล้วก็ปลดล็อกตัวเองครับเพราะว่าทางทีม EA ก็เป็นอีกหนึ่งทีมที่เต็งแชมป์เหมือนกันครับ
Irina is also one of the strong contenders. To be able to come out on top of them.
แก้วค่ะ
ก็รู้สึกดีใจครับดีใจกับฟอร์มตัวเองครับพี่
I'm very pleased with my own performances.
นะคะคือเมื่อกี้นี้เนี่ยหันไปเห็นกองเชียร์
We see a lot of supporters for your side.
ซึ้งใช่ไหมคะดีใจที่แบบ
the supporters almost cry.
นะคะวันนี้เก็บแต้มไปได้สวยๆเลยนะคะแต่ว่าอันนี้อยากจะแบบสอบถามนิดนึงว่าในแฟ้มของโค้ชในฐานะที่เราเป็นผู้เล่นเป็นคนในทีมของโค้ชอยากจะทราบนะคะว่าแฟ้มสีชมพูนะคะลายMy Melody นะคะของเชฟเขาเรียกว่า Head Chef ของเรานะคะมีความลับอะไรหรือว่ามีเมนูอะไรอยู่ในนั้น
What sort of recipes have Mikasa been cooking?
บอกเมนูเลยนะคะมีราเมงอันนี้คือรับออเดอร์ตรงไหนคะ
There's a ramen in that recipe
ตรงนี้น่าจะยังเนาะนะคะเพราะว่ายังดีใจอยู่อันนี้สปอยได้ไหมคะว่านอกจากที่เราเล่นเมื่อวานแล้วก็วันนี้เนี่ยจริงๆแล้วในแฟ้มนั้นมีแผนอะไรซ่อนอยู่หรือเปล่าคะ
the plans within those files
เมนูอาหารตามสั่งครับเผื่อนักแข่งหิว
อ๋อไอที่เขาเปิดมาอันนั้นคือจริงๆใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่
จริง
ครับ
ๆคือเหมือนแบบอุ้ยเป็นดับโอ้โหซีเคร็ตอะไรจริง ๆไม่มีเลย
ไม่มีค
อ๋
รั
อบ จริง ๆ เป็นเมนู
Are,
ผัด
are,
กะเพ
are
รา
there any
กะเพราอะไร
secrets? Are
ที่
there any draft
Caster เขาบอก
frameworks for
เล
you
ย
guys there? No, that's all
นะ
จ
food
ริงๆโค้ช
recipes. there.
ทีมผมเปิดร้าน
ค่ะ
ไก่ทอดครับเป็นเมนูที่ร้านเอามาแข่งเลยครับ
อ๋อ
Actually,
นะคะ
like
ไก่ทอดอัน
our
นี้แถม
teams
น้ำจิ้ม
actually
ด้วยไหม
host.
คะที่ร้าน
We
แล้วแต่
own like a
สูตร
fried
เขา
chicken
แล้ว
shop.
แต่ขอด้วย
So
เนาะ
that's actually the recipe
โอเค
for that.
งั้นกลับเข้าสู่นะคะสาระกันนิดนึงนะคะ
Okay,
อ่ะ
back
ถ้า
to the
เกิด
subjects.
ว่าให้พูด1ประโยค
If
ถึง
if there's
ชัย
gonna
ช
be
นะ
one
ในวันนี้
sentence
เราจะพูด
you'd
ว่า
like to
อะไร
give
ดี
to
คะ
today's victory, what would it be?
ใครก่อนก็ได้ค่ะ
Anyone
หนึ่ง
first?
ประโยค1ประโยค
Let's see
ตึ
from
ง
Gab.
มากครับ
อี
อ่า
ตึงมากครับแล้วเราครับ
Very
สุดจัด
intense.
ครับ
อีนะคะ
Very
งั้น
dope.
คำถามต่อไปเลยค่ะ ใน
Next
ใน
question.
เมื่อวันนี้เนี่ยเราตึงแล้วก็
Within
สุดข
today,
นาดนี้ ถ้า
You
เรา
guys are, it's
ได้
a very
มีโอ
intense
กาส
battles.
ท้าไฟกับอาจจะเป็นทีมอื่นหรือว่าคน
If
อื่น
there's
ก็ได้
any
นะ
team
เรา
out
อยาก
there
จะ
for
ท้า
Vlth
1-1 กับทีมไหน หรือ
in which
กับใครก็
in
ได้
which team do you
อยากจะ
like to
1-1
go
กับ
up
ใคร
against, or maybe as a
1-1
one-on-one versus as
อยาก
well?
จะ1-1กับบีบอสครับ
เอ้ย
Ooh, Katinaru wants to one-on-one against
โอ้โห
B-Boss.
อ่ะแล้วก้าวล่ะคะอ่ะแก้ว
What
ล่ะ
about
คะ
Gao?
1 กับไอซี่ครับ
โอ้ย
Against IZ as well. Ooh, okay.
นี่นะคะไม่ธรรมดาเลยทีเดียวนะคะแล้วก็
โอเคโอเค
หลังจากที่เมื่อกี้นี้เนี่ยเราได้รับชัยชนะแล้วโอ้โหถือว่าเกมเมื่อกี้นี้สูสีมากนะนะคะอยากจะทราบว่าเกมเมื่อสักครู่
That was such a
นี้เนี่ย
close game
กด
there
ดั
where you
น
managed to
มากไหม
victory.
คะกับแมตช์ที่ผ่านมาเมื่อวานนี้ละกัน
มาก
How
ครับ
was it compared
มาก
to
เลย
to yesterday's
ค่ะ
matches?
เรามีอะไรอยากเสริมไหมคะ
Is it more difficult?
กดดันครับ
And
โอเค
definitely
นะ
Gao
คะ
says
สั้นๆ
very
ได้
much
แต่
so,
ความ
very
กด
much
ดัน
more
ครับ
difficult.
นะคะโอเคไม่เป็น
Katinaru
ไรนะ
also
คะ
say that
อ่ะ
there
แล้วอยาก
much
จะ
more
ฝาก
pressure
อะไรถึง
here in this
แฟน
game.
ๆของเราที่มานั่งเชียร์อุ้ย
Anything
สาว
that
ๆ
you would like to
ทั้ง
say
นั้น
to
เลย
the
นะ
supporters
นะคะ
who come
แล้วก็
here
เดี๋ยวจะ
to
มี
support you
แฟนๆ
here
นะคะ
at the
ที่ชม
venue?
ออนไลน์ผ่านทางบ้านด้วยนะคะอ่ะฝากแฟนๆหน่อยค่ะ
ก็ถึงจะเป็นทีมน้องใหม่ก็ขอบคุณทุกคนที่คอยเชียร์คอยติดตาม
Even though
นะ
we
ครั
are
บ
new teams,
Vlth
we are
ด้วยนะครับ
so lovely to
ค่ะ
see
อ่ะ
to
เชิญ
see
เลย
this
ค่ะ
one.
เหมือนกันครับ
อ๋อ อ๋อ ง่ายดีนะครับอ๋อ ได้ค่ะ มีทูใช่ไหมฮะ โอเค เหมือนกัน นะคะ โอเค เอาเป็นว่าเดี๋ยวให้ทั้งสองท่านนะคะ ไปพักผ่อนก่อนละกันนะคะ ขอบคุณมาก
Okay,
นะคะ
we just give you two the
นะคะ
times
ก็
on
ขอแสดงความยินดี
already.
ด้วยนะคะกับ
And in my case, yeah, probably back to the caster, and that would be it for this live streams here. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in here. Let me check out my stream one last time. Let me check out my stream one last time. Okay, seems like everything's still running well so far, but yeah. As I mentioned, this is going to be it for this live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in here today. All right, I understand it's been a bit of a rough patches here. There's a bit too live stream cut off as well, but of course, I'm gonna definitely going to cover up on that, especially in case of ACT. Right, ACT is gonna go up against someone in the. I believe they're gonna go up against a team with Filipino talents, but I forgot. Full Sense, right? Yeah, Full Sense against ACT. Definitely gonna come back and cover that for you guys later on as well. But the MVP in this game, of course, that's gonna be Gao, right? No one else. He managed to stay deathless, and I think that's all it has to be said with the 7 kills and 2 assists. I feel like his Harith is not being as impactful in today's game, and that has to give credits to E Arena as well. How much you can actually like contribute to the game here. But of course, that would be it for this match here. Lovely to see you guys here. Thank you very much for your support. I'll see you guys again very soon. So, bye-bye.